Hey there folks, my name is Luke. Welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I guess I should say I am Beardless Luke because I lost a bet. Quiet bird. Yes, I lost a bet. I'm looking slightly douchey. I also have to go out and get my license renewed today. How awesome is that? Now this is an episode of Versus, and this is part one of a stove battle series. Now we are inside of my house. Welcome to my house, everyone. Now the reason why we are inside of the house is so that we can control the conditions for this test. This is a speed battle series with canister stoves, and it begins today. Our first candidate is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2, which happens to be one of my favorite stoves. Next up, we have the BRS 3000T stove. Ultralight. Very inexpensive. Who shall win? Before we begin the battle, let's go over some stats real quick. With the MSR Pocket Rocket 2, you're looking at a weight of 76 grams. This offers you 8,200 BTUs of power. The cost is $45 on Amazon at the time of filming, and this stove features a proprietary design which is unique to MSR. Moving over to the BRS 3000T stove. This has a weight of 26 grams. When it comes to BTUs, you are looking at 9,200, and the price is $18 on Amazon at the time of filming. Now, when it comes to the design of this stove, this is non-proprietary, and there are many companies who make this exact stove. BRS just happens to be one of them. Now, with this series here, this is going to be based on speed and speed alone. Nothing to do with efficiency. I was going to add that element to this test, excuse the bird, but my scale actually broke last night, so I can't weigh out the canisters, so let's focus on speed and speed alone. Now, the parameters for this test are as follows. We will be bringing to a boil 16 ounces of water, which is 2 cups. The water will be the same temperature every single time, and it will come from the well. Well water has a very consistent temperature to it, even in the winter months. The pot that we are using for this test is made from aluminum. Aluminum spreads out the heat very well, so we should get an even boil. We will not use a lid to this pot so we can see when the water is boiling. The timer starts as soon as the pot goes on the stove, and it ends once we have reached a rolling boil. Each stove receives its very own brand new can of fuel, room temperature. Now that we've gone over the parameters, let's get our water, let's check the temp, let's get to boiling. Cup number 1. Okay, cup number 2. Temperature check. 56.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Folks, it is time to get started. First up, we have the Pocket Rocket 2. Now, when it comes to my predictions, I think the Pocket Rocket 2 will win, even though it has lower BTUs. We shall see. Hold on, guys. Coffee time. Oh, yeah. Stopwatch ready to go. Stove, water ready to go. Let's do this. Okay. Put the stove on, as centered as possible. Start. Gosh, that thing is so loud. 30 seconds in, we have bubbles on the bottom of the pot. That's 1 minute, 5 seconds right there. Now again, we are looking for a rolling boil. 1 minute, 50 seconds. It will not be much longer. All right, here we go. 16 ounces of water, rolling boil, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Now it's time for the BRS stove. I tell you folks, I don't know if the BRS stove can beat the Pocket Rocket 2, even when they claim they have more or it offers more BTUs than the Pocket Rocket. We shall see. 2 cups of water. Temperature check. All right, temperature check once more. 56.7, just like last time. Fresh can of gas. Sip of coffee. Cheers, everyone. All right, folks, let's do this. Try to get this as even as possible. That looks pretty good. Now I tell you what, this thing is pretty loud as well. I don't know, look at that, guys. That thing is really taking off. 30 seconds in, we have bubbles in the bottom. 1 minute. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Oh, it's going to be very, very close, everyone. Still waiting on the rolling boil. So we have our results. The MSR Pocket Rocket 2 boiled 2 cups of water in 2 minutes, 10 seconds. The BRS 3000T boiled 2 cups of water in 2 minutes, 27 seconds. From the beginning, I thought the Pocket Rocket 2 would win. Up until the point where I turned on this stove and cranked it all the way up. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when I cranked the stove all the way up, it actually startled me. I actually jumped a little bit because I did not expect it to get that loud. I mean, it's equally as loud as the Pocket Rocket 2. In the future, we will have to do an efficiency test because with this stove here, the BRS 3000T, I thought I was smelling unburned gas. In the future, I will definitely investigate that a little bit further. What an interesting test. Now, with this series, this means that the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 is the fastest stove in the entire world, according to our tests. Now, in the future, we will have more episodes of this series. We will have more verses. I know that's kind of gimmicky, isn't it? A little cheesy. Verses. I like it, though. I also like coffee. Cheers, everyone. Bubbles likes it too. Isn't that right, Bubby? Guys, gals, thank you for joining me for this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Be quiet. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what stove you would personally go out and purchase. There's a serious weight difference between these two stoves and a price difference as well. Strength and honor. Take care, everyone. By the way, thank you, John, for the idea of this series. It is appreciated. If you guys like what you are seeing here, feel free to support the channel on Patreon because every dollar goes right into the channel. Better quality, more videos, more adventures, and so on. Take care.